Okay, take it away.
Okay, so let's call the meeting to order. My clock went away, but I'm thinking by your shared screen, it's 12:05. And Becky, would you like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Okay, everybody gets to join in. Ready? I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America and to the
republic for which it stands,
a nation,
nation,
God.
liberty and justice for all.
Oh gosh. Okay, great. I think I muted you, Bailey. Whoops. Go ahead and unmute. There you go.
Am I better?
Yes, you're good.
Okay, so announcements from Renee.
Yep. Let me get rid of that. Okay, so we have a city council meeting tonight at 6 o'clock. Let me move this out of the way so I can see what I'm doing here. That will be broadcast live on Access Humboldt on YouTube for those of you who don't have cable. And if you have cable, I believe it's local channel 10. Also, the city is starting yoga in the park. That was in today's e-news brief. That is starting on Wednesday, the 22nd. Let's see, what else do we have? No fee encroachment permits were authorized by the city last week to enable our restaurants to have outdoor sidewalk seating. They can apply for that online through the friendlyfortuna.com website and then just take it down to City Hall. So there's no fees. There's also picnic tables available through the City Parks Department. So if they need outdoor seating, they can get that actually delivered to their business. They don't even have to go to the Parks Department to pick that up. So that's great. So thank you, City of Fortuna, for doing that. I got an email from Diana at FBID. Susan Seaman, the mayor of Eureka, had worked with the state of California Governor's Office of Economic Development to get a shipment of personal protective equipment. That is gloves. Oh, actually, I think it's just masks and hand sanitizers. Anyway, she'll be distributing that. There's about a bunch of pallets coming to the FBID office, and she'll be putting out an announcement later next week on when businesses can come and get that. And then I just wanted to let everybody know that next week's program will be the AHHA, that's the Affordable Homeless Housing Alternatives. Nezzy Wade will be our guest speaker for that. And with that, I'm gonna mute myself and take care of someone who came in my office. Okay, Bailey, take it away.
Okay, so our guest today is Brieanne, is it Mirjah? Is that how you say it?
Mirjah.
Okay, the Community Development Manager at American Cancer Society. So I'm going to turn it over to her.
Awesome. All right, thanks guys. Hi guys, I'm Brieanne Mirjah. If it looks like I'm looking two different ways, I have my monitor up. So I just want to see all of your smiling faces. Sometimes you'll see me glance over. But like Bailey mentioned, my name is Brieanne Mirjah. I'm the Community Development Manager for the American Cancer Society. I'm based in Eureka out of my home office, as you see here. And again, I just want to thank you for having me, Renee for inviting me, Bailey for the warm welcome, and all the rest of you that are here just joining in. I hope to just kind of give you, I know you're all probably pretty familiar with what the American Cancer Society does, but I just kind of want to give you an update as to where we are at given this year, what we did last year, and then talk about our very exciting Relay for Life that's happening in just 2 short weeks, so coming up very soon. For those of you that don't know, as the Community Development Manager, I oversee quite a few things, primarily the annual fundraiser Relay for Life. I also work very closely with our volunteers in the area and help build community relationships as well. And then also just helping to implement community education around cancer awareness and prevention. Okay, and is Renee back? Is she able? Oh, thank you. The one before, that's okay. Yeah, perfect, thank you. Like I mentioned, I'm fairly new to the position, but the American Cancer Society and Relay for Life have a long-standing relationship here within the community. This is our 28th year of Relay for Life, which is very exciting. And I also just kind of wanted to go over what we've done as the American Cancer Society here in the last year. Before 2020 hit and all of its craziness that's come with it, we have provided quite a few programs and services for cancer patients. We provided a transportation grant to St. Joseph Hospital, which helped provide free rides to treatment for cancer patients. We did almost 2,000 nights of free lodging as well in the last year in 2019. So like you guys may be aware, cancer can be very emotionally tolling, but also financially. So the American Cancer Society really helps to provide services and that financial relief where they can. And just to kind of backtrack a little bit, looking at Humboldt and where we are, we service a pretty large area. It's not just Humboldt County residents. The figures I just gave you were for Humboldt County specifically, but if we pull back and look at Northern California, which we may be servicing some of these patients as well at St. Joseph's and the other hospitals. In 2019, we gave 13,000 free rides to patients across Northern California, as well as 3,000 free nights of free lodging. So that's kind of where we're at looking at 2019. Looking forward, it's our role to really help the community to learn more about cancer prevention, cancer awareness, and the resources that are here in this area. We'll primarily be focusing around breast, lung, and colorectal cancer. Those cancers are they impact the entire U.S. Those are looking at the top 3 cancers in the U.S. However, they also affect our area just as much. So we really want to bring a lot of education to that and really bring back the importance of screenings and early detection. A lot of ACS's research that goes into cancer prevention is just continuously showing the impact of early detection in cancer and how important it is to get screened regularly, and start looking for those signs and symptoms, because we know the earlier that we can detect it, usually the more treatable it is in some way. So that's where we're at, looking at 2019 and looking into the future. Renee, if you could please go to the next slide. Thank you. All right, so like I mentioned before, cancer is physically, emotionally, and financially draining in so many ways. And adding COVID-19 on top of this all has been a lot, I think, for people that are going through treatment right now, just getting a diagnosis and whatnot. So ultimately, cancer hasn't stopped because of COVID-19, and therefore we have not either. Our 1-800 number is our 24-hour, 365-day. It's open every day of the year. It is still available, and it provides a lot of vital information for patients and caregivers. Just since COVID has started, we've seen over 80% of the calls coming into our call center being COVID related. So again, this is an issue that affects everyone, but also affects cancer patients, and this is, not slowing down anytime soon. ACS as well has been pretty heavily impacted by COVID-19, as I'm sure many of you also have been, many other nonprofits. But we are committed to our mission, and we are here to see that happen. So every day we continue to fight for the patients that are going through treatment, and anybody that is getting that diagnosis that they have cancer. Unfortunately, we still have been financially impacted. This is the first time in our over 100-year history of a nonprofit that our research grants are at risk. We are committed to fund before the year even starts, a certain amount of research that will affect us all, regardless of where it is in the country. And really, this is the first time we may not be able to fund all of the grants that we have committed to. So we're really asking for support now, more than ever. Again, like other nonprofits, we've gone through staffing reductions and expense cuts across the board. And you're really seeing how relays have been creative in reformatting their relays, because that is our largest fundraiser to date across the country. And we're not able to gather, which has been very hard. But we have a really creative team that has, been working with our volunteers in each region. A lot of them have reformatted their Relay for Life to be virtual. And just, in the community in different ways. And I kind of want to highlight and talk about Humboldt County and how we are being very creative in this time, and still putting on our Relay for Life this year. So if you want to go on to the next slide, Renee, we can talk a little bit about Relay. I have some photos here, just some things that are coming up. We're really excited for our Relay Week. One, because it's Relay and it's just the best time of the year. But also because, again, we're throwing a lot of obstacles this year, and we didn't really think that this was going to be an option for us to be able to celebrate with our community. But we have made it through, and we're very excited to announce Relay Week will be August 2nd through 9th. We'll have a full week loaded with fun activities and stories and all the relay ceremonies that we know and love. We'll do a little mix of TV broadcasting, online broadcasting, as well as some socially distanced events. So Renee, please go to the next slide. And we'll get into the week here. So I'm just gonna go through it all. I know this kind of looks like a lot at the moment, but again, we have different activities every week and they all have a different location, considering that we're not gonna be around the track this year. So a lot of different ways that you can get involved. You can come check us out and participate. We're starting with August 2nd, that's Sunday. We'll be doing the opening ceremony and survivor lap broadcast on the North Coast News. That's free for anyone, just tune in. We're still confirming the time, but we're looking at the morning, so we'll be putting that out once we have the time for it. Monday, August 3rd, from 7 to 8 p.m., we'll be having our Survivor Celebration Night. This will really just focus around our survivors within the area and their stories and really their journey with cancer in this time. Really some impactful stories here. We'd love to have you all come and join. We'll also have a keynote speaker, Dr. Joyne Liu from St. Joseph Hospital. And that will be from 7 to 8 p.m. on Facebook Live, and it's free for anyone to tune in. On Tuesday, August 4th, from 7 to 8 p.m., also on Facebook Live, this is a free event. We'll be having Zumba night with Michelle Whitley. She is our, a really wonderful spirit. She has a lot of energy and will make Zumba night very fun. So we definitely recommend you grabbing the whole family and, joining around the laptop or TV and tuning into Zumba night. August 5th, Wednesday, we will have a concert night on Zoom. That's from 7 to 9 p.m. And we are asking for a $20 donation for that. You can donate on our website, which I'll make sure you get by the end of this presentation. But that will be a nice little way to enjoy some live music, even though we haven't really been able to here in the past few months. Thursday night, we'll be doing an auction night from 7 to 8 p.m. That will also be on Facebook Live. Anybody can tune in and bid. You'll be able to bid through the comments, but that will be done live. So your bidding will be live through the comments. And we're hoping to just, raise some money for Relay this year with that auction night. On Friday and Saturday, we're really excited for these nights. We have a Luminaria Drive-Thru trail. So, we would love for everyone to be able to celebrate in our Luminaria celebration That's when you see those little white bags that are in memory or dedicated to somebody that is going through their cancer journey, and they are decorated and they have personal messages written on them. Those are lit up and kind of put around the track in the evening. Since we're not going to be able to be around the track this year, we're trying to do these in a way that is socially distant. So you would have to stay in your car, but you're welcome to come to our trails and just drive through them, see all different luminarias. If you choose to dedicate a luminaria bag to somebody, you'll be able to see it there. And all the bags will be at both nights. So Friday night from 8 to 11 p.m. will be in Eureka. Still defining where exactly that will be, and we'll let you know once it's confirmed. On Saturday, it will be at McKinleyville High School, and it will be through the front parking lot, around the side, and out the back. And you can come as many times as you like. We just ask that you stay in your cars, and just be respectful of other people that are there to really celebrate the moment. And we're gonna wrap it all up with our closing ceremony. That will be Sunday, August 9th. Again, we're still confirming the time on that, but that will be broadcasted on the North Coast News. So grab the family, come hang out by the couch, turn on TV, and see us wrap up Relay Week. The last thing on here, we'll just have a couple things going on throughout the week. We have Relay Runs Humboldt, which is a 131-mile challenge for you and your team. Again, we're not going to be able to walk around the track as we would typically. So instead of the 24-hour track walking, we'll be running this Relay Runs Humboldt challenge. Excuse me. And you can do it individually. Though it might kind of be a lot. If you are a long distance runner or walker, you can try 131 miles for yourself in 7 days. Or you can get a team together and try to run or walk those miles. It doesn't matter, you don't have to be together. Just in total, in the 7 days, you're gonna try to collectively get to 131 miles. And also not on here is we're looking at having a Bicoastal Radiothon that will be happening throughout the week as well. So you might be hearing some of our PSAs and things like that on the radio. So that is Relay Week. Kind of a lot, but we are really trying to do something for everyone every night. So tune in when you can. You can tune in anywhere for most of these events, or just stop by and say hello during the Drive-Thru Luminarias. Again, really trying to get creative here, and we hope that you all can come out. So Renee, we can go to the next slide, please. Thank you. All right, so ways to get involved. We're about 2 weeks away, so there's a lot of things happening here. You can always create or support a local team. We have quite a few relay teams that have been put together for this year. They've been fundraising for most of the season, and they have most of their fundraisers are going up right now. Fortuna Starbucks is hosting a booth this Wednesday. So if you'd like to get an afternoon coffee fix from 3 to 5 p.m., you can stop by, and they will be selling Luminaria bags, as well as selling raffle tickets. And of course, you can always donate. They have raffle tickets and donations going on anytime, even outside the 3 to 5 on Wednesday. And their drawing will be on July 31st for those raffle prizes. So please stop by Fortuna Starbucks on Wednesday from 3 to 5 and support their team. You can also sponsor if you have a business and you would like to just kind of get the word out about your business and show your support in Relay. We have sponsorships anywhere from $100 to $1,500. We know that this year can be, hard for everyone and it's tight, but if there's any bit that you'd love to give, I think we have something there for everyone or anyone. So feel free to reach out to me if you'd like to see the sponsor packet. And then you can also dedicate a Luminaria. Like I mentioned, you can do this at the Fortuna Starbucks on Wednesday from 3 to 5. But really you can do this anywhere anytime on our website, and you can just purchase the Luminaria. They're $10 as a suggested donation. Feel free to give what you can. And if you get them in by the 24th, by this Friday, we will include them in the Drive-Thru Luminaria trails on August 7th and August 8th. Of course, you can always donate. We will have our website is live and open 24 hours a day. Feel free to jump on there. It's relayforlife.org/Humboldt County CA. And we accept donations of any forms. We are also looking for donations of items that will be for our auction night, as well as prizes and our survivor gifts. So if you have any items that you'd like to donate, we are looking for those. And then lastly, we would just love your help in spreading the word. Again, we have our website that is live. We also have a Facebook event. If you see it on there and you'd like to share it with a friend, post it on your wall, whatever it is, we just help, whatever it is, it will help, and we appreciate it. So I think that is it for my presentation. Yep. All right. So again, I have the website on here. You can really find the schedule, donations, luminarias, whatever it is, my contact information, it's all on here. It's a really good resource for anything and everything Relay for Life. And that wraps up what I have to say. So if there's, any questions or comments, I'd love to answer them.
I had a question for you, Brieanne. What is the Facebook page locally for Humboldt County? Or is it the main Facebook page where all the relay virtual events are going to be?
No, it's our local Relay for Life page of Humboldt County. And you can find it by putting in Relay for Life of Humboldt County, but the URL is Eureka Relay. Let me see.
Anyone else with questions?
Yeah, so it's facebook.com/Eureka Relay. It should be very easy to find there.
Okay, great.
Mm-hmm.
What's the significance of the 131 miles?
Oh, great question. Sorry for not going through that. So Humboldt County from north to south end is 131 miles. So Relay Runs Humboldt is running the full length of Humboldt County.
Great.
Mm-hmm. Are you a walker or a jogger?
A hiker, yeah, walker.
Yeah.
We'll put in a few miles. I have a group that we walk all the time. So that sounds great.
Oh, great. Yeah. And it's really easy. Since it's all virtual, you really just have to tell us how many miles you've done. And you can do that daily or, at the end of the week, whatever really works for you. But it's going from 10 a.m. August 2nd to 10 a.m. August 9th. And you can find information on that on our website.
Good. So what kind of music are you planning on the music evening?
So we have about 4 different bands right now. We have a couple solo artists, and then we have a couple bands. We have Jeff Smoller, who has a guitar, and he does lots of cover songs, which is really great. And we also have the Gatehouse Well, which is like Celtic music. And they have a stand-up bass and a violin, which will be really nice and energetic. And then we also have Stereo Tactics, who Dr. Lou from St. Joseph Hospital, they're a relay band that I think has played quite a few times before, if you've been to relay. So we're really excited to have them as well. So we're going to have a nice little lineup and also still taking on some bands. So yeah, just kind of getting it all together. We're excited for it. I think this will be a nice way for people just to hang out at night, Wednesday evening, just get the household together, hang out on the couch and just enjoy some live music.
Very nice. It's a great idea.
Awesome. We hope to see you there.
Yeah. Well, I hope relay, I know this is a tough year. I participated many years, way back. And then last year I was a little disappointed with the turnout last year. And I just would love to see it come back strong like we've had it in the past. And, these kind of events go up and down, I realize, but it's so important. And I think there's still teams that are super dedicated to doing it. So I hope you get the word out on this whole virtual thing. So I think that's, it's a great start, and hopefully next year we'll be back around a track.
Yeah, I really agree with you in that sense. Again, this is my first relay season, but just learning about the history of relay within this area has just been, it's so moving. Again, it's their 28th year. We've had teams that have been relaying for 28 years. And it's just, this is really Humboldt County's longest fight against cancer. And it has, I think, dipped in the last few years, but this year, given everything, I think it's really important for us to take a step back and use this as an opportunity for growth. So though we can't gather around the track this year, it's our goal to get the word out to as many people as we can to really get the community aware of Relay for Life and have them, give them a chance to participate in a way that they haven't before. So even if it's just for an hour for one night, they'll be able to see Relay and, the spirit of it all. And then hopefully next year we'll be able to get more people out around the track because they would have heard about it this year. So, taking a step back and reevaluating how we can really maximize just our awareness within the community this year. I know that we can't be together, which is, heartbreaking in so many ways, but if we can at least virtually get everyone together, I think that will be a win for us.
So your major fundraiser, is it still the candy sales, and what else?
So we actually are really focusing towards the Luminaria sales for this year. C's Candies they're still selling candy this year. Unfortunately, they were closed for two months or so during COVID. They are reopened. They're in the Discovery Shop in the Henderson Center, which is really, really great to see that they're back up and online. But I don't think that they were able to, make as much of an impact as they typically have.
Right.
They are donating, though, some candy to our survivor gifts. So all of our survivors, if you or anybody that is a survivor, if they register on our website, then during the Luminaria trails, we will provide them their survivor gifts. So it's kind of a curbside pickup of sorts. And so, we won't be able to, I think, give as much as we did previously as in terms of the gift baskets and everything like that, but we're still trying to honor and celebrate our survivors the best we can this year.
Great.
Yeah. Don't make it to Starbucks. Where else can you buy the luminary bags to honor someone?
On our website. So if you just go to relayforlife.org/Humboldt County CA, you'll see just, right under all the main information that tells you the dates. It says Luminaria, and you can click on that. So you can, basically the way it works is you say who you want to dedicate it to. And you can also write a message for it. And then once we receive it, we will decorate the bag for you and we'll put them out in the trail. So you can come and see your Luminaria that you dedicated as well in Eureka and McKinleyville. Awesome. Either one. Cool. Yeah, so we're hoping if we could get those all by Friday, so we have enough time to decorate everything and get them out on the trail. That would be best.
Awesome. Is there any other questions? No? All right. Well, thank you, Brieanne. Super appreciate being here.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. This is wonderful. And again, if anything comes up, my information's on the website, so please don't hesitate to reach out.
Great. Well, thank you so much. Did anybody have any closing thoughts or any announcements that I may have missed earlier before we head out? No? Okay, great. Thank you, Brieanne. I really appreciate it. Thanks everybody for joining. Remember next week we'll be back at it at noon. Hope to see you then. Okay, bye everybody. Thanks.
Bye, thanks.